Hi, hello, welcome to Devon Monk's Works and Worlds. We are on Monday Monk 40, 44? Is that right? Are we on 44? Yeah, rolling through the year here. We are in December. I started this in February, so that sounds about right. We're on 44. And I want to thank you for joining me today. If you found me on a Monday, if you found me on another day, I hope you're having a great day. And on this channel, I just do a quick update on how things are going with writing, knitting, and Monk World in general. So I'm going to dive right in. How are things going with writing? Things are going well, thank you. I got Wayward Sky finished, which that's book 3 in the Souls of the Road series. And I got it done on Monday, I think. And I got it off to my copy editor, and she had to shuffle a couple projects, but she's already working on it. And I have a feeling I'm going to get it back today or tomorrow. So that'll be her first pass. We're kind of doing a little differently this time. She's going to give one pass on it, give it back to me so I can do substantive revisions, and then I'll send it back to her and she'll do her final pass. We don't always do it that way, but she and I have been working together long enough that this works, so we're going to go for it. So in the meantime, I have been working on a side story that belongs in the Broken Magic series, which is Seamus Flynn and Tarek Conley. So they're the characters who first showed up in the Ali Beckstrom books, which was my first urban fantasy series. And that's Seamus and Tarek. And I did a couple spin-off books, which were Hellbent and Stone Cold. And then I did Backlash. And now I'm going to add another, I'm not sure how long it's going to be, another tale in their story, another story of their story. And I'm working on that right now. Have it outlined, which is great. I work best if I have a basic idea of where the story is going. I think that's part of why Wayward Sky took so long to write, is I was going to end that book in a spot that I didn't like. Like, it worked. It was fine, actually. It was very dramatic, but I didn't love ending the book there. So I had to rethink what I wanted to happen in this book. And I didn't sit down and just do the scene outlines, which is what I usually do. I did not do that. I broke my own method. And so I thought, well, that's okay. I'll just kind of feel it out as I go. But, there are some writers who are really fast writing that way, but I'm a slow driver when it comes to going down alleys and roads of the plot. So it's better if I have an idea of where I'm going than I can just speed through a book. And so I've made a mental note to myself that I have to keep with the, basic outlining before I begin projects. So I did that. I outlined the Shame story. Will be out in 2023, along with a re-release of Hellbent and Stone Cold and Backlash with new covers, which are gorgeous. So anyways, writing is going well. I need to today probably work some on writing the back cover blurb, which is the part that you read the description online or on the back of the book if you pick up a print book that tells you what the book's about. So I got to write that up. And I need to write my dedication, which is usually easy, and my acknowledgement, which is also pretty easy, but I always write a new one for every book. And then again, work on revisions when it comes back to me and stuff. So yeah, writing's going well. It's just chunking right along. That's what we like. We like just keep going in the flow. So I'm going in the flow. Writing's good. What's next? Knitting. Knitting is going well too. I wasn't able to show you the knit toy last week that I gave away in my newsletter on the 30th, but I will tell you that it's already been claimed. The winner has contacted me, and I will get this little toy shipped off to her. The messenger pigeon hasn't been claimed by the winner yet. So if you get my newsletter and haven't checked to see if you're a winner, check. Maybe you want a messenger pigeon. So I'm going to show you the toy, though, that I did knit for the November newsletter. This isn't December, so I'm going to write a toy. I'm going to knit another one for December. So here he is. This is the orangutan. He's got some pretty cuteness. He's got these little ears that I love, and this fuzzy bed head that's super adorable. My sister loves monkeys, and I was like, what should I knit? Should I knit this little orangutan for a giveaway? Do you think anybody would like it? She's like, yes, knit the orangutan. So he was my knit for November. What's kind of cute is you can unbutton the buttons. There's little buttonholes here, so you can actually take his little straps off. And I don't know if this is allowed on YouTube, like naked monkey, but his little dungarees come all the way off, and he's just a little ting-a-ting, no ting-a-ting-a-ting. So he's going to a good home. She, like I said, she already contacted me, and it was really, I love this. She sent me a picture of where the little toy is going to live in her house, and I just love that. And somebody else did that. I've had a couple people do that, that once they get the toy, they send me a photo of where the toy is living or something. I love that. It's so great to see. It's like, oh, yay, it's somewhere wonderful. So this little guy, he's going to go off to his happy little home, and that's good. So that's the knitting. I am working on some Christmas projects. Nothing big. I'm not like, one year I went nuts and I knit like one knitted thing for every family member for Christmas. I don't know, 30 things or something in a month. It was goofy. So I'm not doing that this year. I do have a couple things I'm knitting. So I'm working on those, and I will be working on the new toy, like I said. And we got an electric fireplace logs that goes in the fireplace. And I said, if it isn't too embarrassing, I will show you a video of it to show you what we bought. And I made a little video of it. So look at that at the end of this, at the end of my little thing. I'll put the video at the end. It's great, you guys. It is so much better than I thought. I thought it would be good enough, but I love it. And I know it's just an electric flame, like it's not a real fire, but it feels like a real fire, and that's all that matters. And it has a little heater, so it can heat up. You can turn it on and you will actually get heat out of your fireplace. But it's not gas. We quoted what it would take to change our wood fireplace into a gas fireplace, and the dollar amount was pretty steep, especially since we had just done a huge remodel on our house, including putting in all new electrical and all new plumbing and stuff. We just thought, we don't want it that much, but we did want it. And so this came in, we got it on sale, came in at a much lower price. It's not super cheap. I'll tell you, it's, a couple $100. So it wasn't, but we got quoted several $1,000s for the gas insert. So we're loving it. We're loving the electric log, and we put some, I'll let you see it in the video, but we put some black glass around it to make it look more like a coal and ashes around it. So yeah, we love the electric logs. I was going to say fireplace, but it's logs we stuck in the fireplace. We love them. We're really glad we got them. And then, what else is going on in Monkland? We went out and got a Christmas tree, and we did it when it was snowing. It snowed on, I don't remember what day it was, maybe the 1st or something. And it wasn't a lot, but in our higher elevations, it was enough to dust things. So my husband calls me, he's getting off work, and he's like, do you want to go get a Christmas tree right now? And I'm like, heck yeah, I've been asking to get a Christmas tree for weeks. So we hopped out to the U-Cut Christmas tree farm, stopped off at one that was very spendy, and we thought we don't want a Christmas tree that costs that much. And so then we went to another one that had reasonable prices, and that was where we went. And usually we take our saw and we go out, we clump through the mud or the snow or whatever, and we find the tree and we get down, you got to get down on your knees, you got to cut that thing. And this year we come walking up, and they have already cut some of their trees, and they're just standing on these, they're leaning against these like A-frame stands. And my husband and I go walking up, and like the first stand or the second stand, he goes, I like that one. And I'm like, I like that one too. And so we just like the first one that we saw, basically, we pulled off of the stand and we're like, this is good. And then it was covered in snow, which was really cool. I think I've added some pictures so you can see this little adventure. And so we brought it home and we've got it set up in the living room. We have to decorate it. I was going to do that this weekend, but it was a very busy weekend. We did some other things that took up our time. But anyway, yeah, so we got our tree, and it was in snow, which was fun. And we're going to get it all decorated, and then it'll feel like the holidays. So I hope you are feeling the holiday spirit, whichever holiday is your holiday. Or if there is no holiday, I hope you're feeling the winter spirit and the kind of, this is when the seasons slow down and go quiet, at least here. Like, I know if you're in Australia or, Southern Hemisphere, that it's going into summer and it's very bright and happy and upbeat. But here in Oregon, things get cold. It's been in the 30s Fahrenheit, which is very close to freezing. And we've had, like I said, snow, hail, fog. It's all kind of quiet. The evenings go dark very quickly. You want to snuggle in with your electric fireplace log, right? I hope you are having a lovely beginning of December, And I will see you next week. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye for now. This is our Dimplex Revillusion fireplace. We have a screen in front of it. This is all electric. They're just electric logs. It does have a heater under it that will kick out some heat. I'm going to show you with it off. That's a remote, and then click the remote and it goes back on again. It has different color selections that you can use and different brightnesses, and it plugs into the wall. So here it is up close. You can see I've got it on the blue flame. You can turn off that backlight, or you can make it brighter back there too, and you can make the coals in front glow or not glow. That's an even brighter setting. So in here, you will see that there is different ways to make the flames turn colors. I was kind of having a hard time finding it, but that's the blue flame right there that I added. And I like that one best. And you can see everything kind of glows like coals. I'm going to also show you without the screen in front. It looks a little bit shiny because it's reflecting off of the light that is in the room, but it still looks like a flame up close. And this is without the screen on and with the lights on in our room. That's what it looks like. Fire in the fireplace. Come up close. You see that they have a plexiglass in the middle of the logs. That's what allows the light to reflect in the middle and look more like a real fire instead of just lights shining on the back of the bricks. And we thought we'd have to do something with that edge, but it looks great. There's that blue color that I love so much. These are all made out of plastic, and they're not hot to the touch. They glow. The ember pad underneath glows too with the little rocks that we put in there to kind of hide it. The controls are right here on this leg of the grate that it sits in. It comes with this grate, and that's the cord that plugs into the wall. We haven't quite hidden it all the way, but we've hidden it mostly because we stuck a Christmas tree in front of it. So anyways, this is what it looks like with the screen on during the day. Still looks like a nice little fire, and at night it looks even better than this, but remember, that's kind of what it looks like regularly. We love it.